Good evening, guys.
Evening, Betty.
How are we today?
Evening,
I'm
Betty.
fine, thank you.
Good evening, Edie. You have been on and off. Good to
Sorry,
have
the
you.
network has been disturbing me. Been away for some time. Sorry.
That's okay. But good thing is they've been recorded, so you can always go back and listen to it. Okay. So I think we have started this, and we need to move fast. And I don't have a slide today, but I'll share a slide probably by Monday. I will share. So let's confirm. I want to confirm something. Do we all have access to a laptop? Do we all
I
have
have,
access to a laptop right now?
I have.
But me, I don't
Okay.
have.
Who doesn't have? Shifa.
Shifa, yes. I'm actually traveling back to forth.
From the other trip.
Yes.
Okay. I think I had advised that for this session we need to kind of have laptops to be able to do this, because I don't think you'll be able to see the interfaces well on your smartphones or tablet. But since
Yeah.
it's recorded, maybe you can just be able to follow along, but we will just go ahead and start our session. So
Okay.
today we will be exploring using Kobo to collect data. I think initially and at the beginning, but for almost the entire period of the course, we've said we are moving away from manual work to digitalization. And also we said one of the trends is like integration of system, but also tech for monitoring and evaluation, like one of those key shifts that are happening currently in both development and humanitarian space in our work, doing our work. So I think in light with that, because also it's important, if there are shifts, you need to be adapting. If you're not adapting, then you're gonna be left behind. And so I thought for our course, um, uh, also picking up from the fact that you will, as the meal person, you'll be doing a lot of data collection. So it just makes sense that you have an idea of how to use platforms, digital and online platforms to help you uh, collect your data well, and yeah, to support your work as the meal person as you collect data, analyze, and share for decision making and all of that, other than doing things manually. So I think it was not a misplaced topic that we have this as part of our sessions, among the many sessions. So we will just dive into it. For people who have laptop, I pasted a link from on the WhatsApp group. So can we all go to that link? I think I'm just gonna share my entire screen. Um, can we can we go to can we go to that? Are we all there? Don't worry, there's nothing terrible, serious on my screen. It's just very disorganized. Um, have we opened that URL that I pasted in the chat? chat? This is Anson, so you need to be able to tell me if you are there. So first, for you to be able to use Kobo, you need to have an account. You need to create an account. If you don't have an account, then it's difficult for you to use it. So you just need to have an account, and every one of us can have an account. I already have one, so I will not be filling this particular, just a second, let me make it a bit bigger on the screen. So let me know if you're there. Please just let me know if you open that URL. I think even on the phone, you might still be able to open it. At this time, just talk, guys, just talk. The hands will not help because I'm just seeing one hand.
Me, I'm on Get Started.
Who else? Just open that URL and tell me where you guys are. If you're on Get Started, that's fine. Just leave. I think you must be seeing something like this, right?
I'm also in Get Started.
Are you seeing something like this on my screen? There's Get Started, there's Get
Yes,
Started
yes, yes.
somewhere
I
there.
can see that. I can see that.
I'm
Okay.
still looking for the link.
Everybody there?
Yes, Betty, I'm here.
The link is on the WhatsApp group.
Got it.
Okay. When you guys are all there, you can tell me so that we can proceed.
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, I'm assuming that everyone is there. So let's just click Get Started. So when you click Get Started, you should be able to see something like this. Are we all seeing this?
Yes, ma.
Okay. So I think initially we didn't have this, but Kobo of late did a lot of upgrades and all of that. So you now have two options. Please don't click any before it's explained, but I think you can also just read it for yourself. You don't live in the European Union, so you might not want to use this European Union Kobo Toolbox server because I think it's probably in terms of data privacy and all of that, it applies most to people in the European Union. But wherever you are, the option that you should be choosing is the one under the Global Toolbox server. Are we all there?
Yes.
So click if you already have an account, there's an option to sign in. But if you don't have an account, there is an option to create an account. So just click that. Create an account.
What if you have an account in the European Union server?
You have yours there?
Yes, ma.
Okay, then maybe it's okay. You can log in. That's not a problem. Because whatever we are going to do, it's probably the same thing. But for people who don't have an account, let's just move together. So this is your name. I would advise put your official names. Don't put it's really there's nothing like somebody's gonna steal your details, but it's just nice to put your actual names here. I usually register with my actual name, but the username is what I put something else. Yeah, so put your full names and choose a username that makes sense to you. Something that you probably might not easily forget. And when you choose that username, please note it somewhere because at some point you might require that username to log in. So are we all up to username? Are we
I'm
all
there.
up to the point
Yes.
of username?
Yes, we
Yeah,
are
I'm
there.
there.
Okay, put your email. For those who have organizations, please use your, let me explain this. Don't first put that email. For people who actually own organizations, you know you're there. You're never gonna leave. You can put your organization email. If you're unemployed, because you might have a 1-year contract and it ends. So if you use your organization email, remember when you leave your institution, they kind of revoke your credentials. So you won't have access to that email anymore. And that means you can't use it. So it would be just best practice is to use a personal email. But if you're sure you want to use your organization email, for example, Jamila, who is the founder on has organization, if you're okay with your organization email, that's what you should put here. As your email in your organization, what email address you use, you put here. But if not, you can still go ahead and use your personal email. So put that there. Your country is obvious. Wherever you are, you put Uganda. If you're in Zimbabwe, put Zimbabwe. If you're in Kenya, select Kenya. It's really just an option there. You'll choose. And then the sector, you'll have to think through. Not that it really matters. You can choose anything and it doesn't stop you from doing anything. It's not that if I choose environment and my project is not in an environment, I can't use the platform to either collect the data. It doesn't matter, but I think Kobo kind of, Audrey, come and remove this. You go with it. Sorry, guys. So I think you go out. Go and speak from out. So, but what is important is choose, if for example, you now work in an institution, choose what sector you are involved in. If it's a project, what kind of project is it? Is it in public administration? Is it in arts and in entertainment? What is this? I want to be sure. Is it in education services, or is it in health or public health? Is it in finance or insurance? Is it in information or media? Is it in economic? Is it in peace or security, disarmament and environment, private sector, humanitarian, but it has humanitarian coordination or information management, and then humanitarian clusters. Either way, I think any humanitarian might work because there's camp management, there's early recovery, there's education. Okay, you can be in humanitarian setting, but you're under health, you're under food security. I think the rest might apply more to development sector, but where it is really specified humanitarian, if you know you work in a humanitarian setting, then you might have to look for which ones best describe you from here. But like I said, it's not a big deal. You could be in private sector. So I've practiced more in health, both in development, but also in humanitarian sector. So I'm just choosing health. So your organization type, you can decide. You probably know what organization you are. You're either a non-profit organization, a government institution, or an educational organization, a commercial, or for profit company. Maybe you have a social enterprise, or probably you have a business or something, because you're making profit. You can choose this. And there is the last option. I am not associated with any organization. You could choose that. I think for maybe if you've used your private email and it's not really that you want to associate with either your nonprofit, you could choose that. So at that point, up to that point, I am for the sake of choosing, I've choose nonprofit. And then if it will ask you for organization name, sorry, I think let's explore the other options that are available. Because now if you don't have an organization, then that's a problem. So if you choose the last one, I am not associated with any organization. You don't have to type the organization name. Maybe for the purpose of this class, let's just choose that one. And this thing is really, if you want to receive updates, you can mark them about Kobo. It's usually good because sometimes they give releases and what, so it's good for you to, maybe if you want to keep updated about developments in Kobo, you can mark that. Obviously, the terms you have to agree to whether you want or not, otherwise you'll not choose the platform. Choose a password here for yourself and repeat it here. A good a good practice is make numbers, special characters, and words. That's something that you could probably remember. But what's important is make sure you're writing that password somewhere and you're writing the username somewhere, because those two, when you go on your phone, probably you want to set your URL. Those two, they will ask you for, yeah, those two. So have you guys done all of that? If you've done, then you can say create an account. I'm not creating because I already have an account. I just want to make sure everybody is there. Are we okay? Paul, for people who just joined, there is a link for Kobo on the WhatsApp group. So just use that link, and if you click, you should get to some interface which says get started. When you click get started, this is the interface that it will display. So we were just filling out this, and yeah, that's where we are. Please confirm, guys, that you have created your account.
I'm checking the email. Confirm your email address is the message I have.
You have gone to your email, right?
Yes, I'm opening.
Okay, I think it should give you where you need to click either to validate or something.
Welcome to Kobo Toolbox. To activate your account, follow the link below.
Okay, just use that link.
Confirm.
Okay. Now you could, if it's
Confirm.
confirmed, I think what comes after that message? Do you have what interface do you see after you've confirmed?
It's again telling me to confirm. I click on it, then it takes me to the account itself, where there is my projects, filter, fields,
Okay. It
project
has
name,
taken you to,
status.
I think that's fine. This is where we should be. That's fine. I think you should be seeing something like this.
Yes, please.
Is everybody there? Guys, I want to be sure we are there.
Betty.
How many are we here on the call? We are 11. So what is
13.
happening to the rest of
We are
the
13.
people?
Betty. Shipper.
No, two people. Two people are me. So you guys are just 11. So Daniel, Florence,
I'm in.
Florence. Edie, yes, go ahead.
Yes,
You're
I'm
unmuted.
there.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm there.
You're there. Okay. Florence, are you there? Jamila, did you use your phone and are you there? I'm not sure if the phone can actually work. Help you do that.
The phone will allow her to log in, but will not allow her to do some changes in it.
I am facing a concern and username
Yes.
because it says username must be between 2 and 30 characters in length.
So how many things that you put for username?
I've put my name. I've put both my names.
Did you put space in between?
No.
So what did you type? Put for me in the chat what you typed as your username. Because we can't be able to log in also if you're worried. Just put that username there. Let me see it, what you've put, so I can see why it's refusing.
The username shouldn't be among the names of.
Yes, because you have signed your full name as your name.
Okay.
Yes, so maybe what you could do, you put Bravel Lubega, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can type something, take 2 letters from Lubega, maybe take LU and then take some more from Bravel. But you could also use your son's, your child's name, your sister's name, your spouse's name, something which is different from your real name.
Okay.
Or you could use your institution name. Actually, that's the best thing to do. You have Restore or something, right? That's your institution. Try using Restore.
All right.
Yeah. Let's see. Anybody else?
Betty.
Yeah.
So I had an account. I failed to log in, to sign in rather. I have created another and it is still saying I am unable to access it. Like they're telling me password is wrong. But I've just created a new one.
But is it, can you share your screen? Let me stop sharing. Is it okay to share your screen?
Let me try.
Okay. I've stopped sharing so you can share.
Betty?
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear
maybe
you, Paul.
also as they shared the screen, one thing I noticed that with the username, you're not supposed to use any caps lock, like capital letters.
Capital letters, eh?
Yes, and now I was saying that for the username, we are not supposed to use capital letters, whether as the beginning letter of your name or include it anywhere. It will not allow, It requires all to be in small letters.
Small letters,
Me, my first letter is capital.
Oh, it's accepted.
Yes, please.
Okay. But maybe for those who are having trouble, Shifa, was it Shifa or
Yes, Shifa.
Sylvia, who was supposed to share the screen?
Yeah, they're saying it's only you who can share the screen.
Oh, wait. I know why. Wait. Okay, now you should be able to share. Shifa, aren't you using your phone?
Yeah, I'm using my phone.
I am not sure if you can be able to share.
Yeah, I have failed actually.
Okay, first tell me what the problem again was.
So I had an account already. I tried to log in to sign in. I wasn't signing in. So I went back and created a new account.
Using the same email address or a different email address?
The same email address.
It will not work. That's why it's failing, because it already has that email in the database. So you can't create two accounts on that same email.
Okay, I've tried to save forgot password, but they're not sharing a link with me, so I don't know why.
Oh, it's taking time. I think so.
Okay, let me be patient. Thank you.
Okay, can you just follow maybe for now through our screen?
All right.
Okay. Let me share again, guys. Sorry. I think you guys should be here, right? You should be having something like this, an interface like this. Let me again try and make it big so that it's seen for people. Because this is too big now. You should be seeing something like this, right? Christian,
Yes.
go out. I'm in class. I don't want noise. Yes? Is it a yes or no? We are all here.
It's a yes for me.
Okay. So I just want to explain things, a few things, because it's important so that you know how to navigate the interface. So I'll start with the left-hand side. I think you guys can see my cursor move.
Yes.
So when you click this, it should show you something like project. When you click this, there's library below it. So projects are where what we call projects in Kobo is like questionnaires or data collection tools that you have on Kobo. That's what it calls project. So if you click here, the interface that you see is actually on project. If you click project, you should be able to see Neo, deployed, draft, archive. I think for people who have just created an account, you might have options of new, you might have deployed. You're deployed as 0, because if you have data and you have deployed, again means that this is a form that is active. It's already there. You have authorized that it can be used for collecting data, or you have collected data on it before. So if you have forms that are on your Kobo tool, sometimes we have, like if you do so many assessments, you might even have like 10 forms here. Maybe let's say you're the meal lead and you're in charge of all the projects within the institution. Maybe there's project A, baseline happening, then there's a project B, midterm evaluation, and there are different tools. So you might, and you've already deployed, you have collected data for all of those surveys or assessments. You will see the numbers here. That will tell you how many of the forms that you have used to collect data. Draft is usually a data collection tool that you have not approved. Maybe you've started on it and you've left it. You still need to add or edit things before you can actually say this is now a good tool and I'm ready to collect data. Let me deploy it. So this is where the drafts will sit. Usually it's very unlikely that you'll have too many drafts here. Maybe you'll have one, depending. Perhaps if you've just started creating a form, you haven't finished, it's a long form, So you might save it as a draft here. So it might be here. Archived are forms that you're no longer using. You don't need them anymore. So you archive them here, you put them here, and the numbers will be here. But usually we don't see too much of archive here, because even if you have used the tool 10 years ago, maybe it's still relevant, so you don't need to archive it. New, I'll speak about this, then I'll go to my right-hand side. New is when you want to create a project. We already said a project is a questionnaire. So you have options of how you want to create your project or a questionnaire. The first option is that you are starting everything from scratch. You don't have the questionnaire in the system, but probably you have soft copies on your laptop. You already have the questionnaire. Of the questionnaire that I talked about the other time, and then you can practice building it from scratch. Using a template, usually in the library, if you create forms and you want to save them there, they might be found in the library. So maybe you want to reuse the form and maybe edit a few things. So you can just use a template, and then it will, like now, it's gonna tell me I have no template. I should go to the library and create some. So you need to add, if you want like to make a tool like a template, you can add it to the library. But let's just explore all the options. Upload an XLS form means that you have a questionnaire which is already in the format that fits in Kobo. Your normal questionnaire that you probably have set in Word using Word document is not an Excel form. Kobo Collect and Kobo Toolbox and ODK Collect, they use a format that is called XLS form. So maybe I will just, since we are on, since I am on my screen, let me see if I downloaded this data here. Just so I can show you. So I can show you what XLS form looks like. Okay, I have a tool here. This is a questionnaire that we're gonna use. I need to actually post it in the chat so you guys can pick it. So XLS format is, in Kobo, you have 3 tabs. You have to have a form that has 3 tabs. The first one is called the survey. The second one is called choices, and the last one is called settings. So you can see that this form is not looking like your normal Word form or Excel where you've created your data collection form. It takes on a different format. So that's the other option where it's telling you to either import from an Excel form. So if, for example, I had already this form, but it's not yet on Kobo, I would click on, let me see, where am I going? There's the option. I would click on here. Oh, sorry, it's going too slow. Are you guys? Sorry, it went too slow. Let me close it. So I come back here. I have my phone and I'm using it as a baseline to see whether you guys are seeing my screen. So it takes long to load on the phone. So I would choose upload an XLS form, And then it tells you to choose that form or that file. And then I would click here. I know where that form is. It's in my downloads, but I don't want to upload it because it's the form that I already have on here, which is called like the market research. So I don't want to upload it. But if you already have your Excel form like this, that's what that particular option is telling you. Now, the last option of import an XLS form via a URL is where, let's see, let me come back here. This is my form. We'll come back to this at some point later. This is my form. We will come here, but I just want to explain the other one. Discarded, I want to submit. So this is my form. The other tool that I just showed you. This is it. It looks short, but there are other things. If you click here, small questions come through. So this is my form, and this is the URL that can bring me to this form. So if I wanted to upload a new format from via a URL, I would just need to type the URL here. And then you click import. These questions here should be able to show up there, be uploaded. So those are really the options that you have. So I think we have finished with the left-hand side. I'll come back to the summary form and all of that. Let's go to this corner here where you see the icon for your account. Are you there?
Yes.
Apart from Charity, I don't hear other people responding. What's up, guys?
Yes. We are there.
Because
Yes,
otherwise you
There.
might. I don't want to be alone in class. So are you all here? The left hand, the right hand side now. So this is your account. You can choose to log out from here. I usually never log out. I just close my window because sometimes I'm not sure whether I have saved my details, my password and username, so that when I go there, I can log in automatically. So I normally never log out, really. But you can log out. I know you have taken note of your username and password. So this is where if you don't want your page to be on, if you're sharing a laptop, you think that somebody might log in to Kobo and then come and see details of what you're doing, you could log out, and then next time when you want to access, you just sign in afresh. So you have options of logout and you have options of language. So language, Kobo is very universal. There's French, there's Chinese, there's on your settings there. Is it English selected?
English.
Okay. So all of you should set your language to English, really. I think this is it. Now let's come back to
For the Kenyans, there's Swahili for them.
no, they can choose English, but usually have options to translate. You usually have options to have translations in as many languages as you want. You may not put your language as Kiswahili, but in your form. Let me project the form again. This might be too small for you guys to see. I can't even, unfortunately. But let me try to make it bigger. So I try to show what this is. You see this label English, right? And then int is English. And then, yeah, these two. So what you can do is you can, because this is also a requirement, especially if you're conducting research or things like RCTs, they want you to get approval from Institutional Review Board. And one of their requirements is that your research tools or your data collection tools, they have to be translated into the local languages. So you'll have options of English for her case, and then maybe you even have Luganda. So what you will do is that you will need to have each of your questions here. You get a translator to translate all of your questions. The last interview I did, we had translations in we had to translate in 4 other languages. The 5th one was English. So you have to get people who speak the languages that you want to translate your form in, and they also speak English. So what does date of the interview in Luganda mean? Who is the Luganda speaker here? I think Shifa. Shifa, date of interview in Luganda is what?
Date of interview. I don't speak Luganda though, but I can try.
Which language do you speak?
I speak Lutoro.
Okay, what is that in Lutoro?
Date of language is you asked for date.
Date of the interview. Like the day you're collecting the interview. So that one, you would have another column. I don't know if I can easily retrieve my other data collection tool. Ideally, you would have another column here, like I think label. And then instead of English, it will have like Lutoro. And then that translation is put here. If you have another language, you still interpret it in that language. So when you're uploading it into the system, you set options you have options in the tool. Someone, when they start the interview, they decide what language do they want to ask the question is. If they select English, then their tool will come in English. If they click Lutoro, they will not see date of interview. Everything they will see in terms of questions in this questionnaire will be only in Lutoro. If it is French, you translated these questions in French. If somebody instead of English, they selected French, you won't be seeing what is the date of interview. It will be French. Everything else will be French. But since we are beginners, those are kind of like advanced, so don't worry about it now. But let me see. I think I might have. I hope I haven't deleted anything. Okay, I haven't, I think. So let me just close it. Don't save and open it afresh so that I make sure I have not tempered it. I had this file somewhere. Just give me a second. Should be on my period routine data set. Timesheet. What is this? No, this is something else. Anyway, so yeah. Tell me what you're seeing. on my screen.
The new create project, choose a source, build from scratch.
Okay, that's fine. So we've already talked about them. We talked on the right-hand side about your count, so that's sorted now. I don't know, because you don't have any forms, I don't know if you will be able to see these details. Do you have anything like summary?
No, so that's what I wanted to ask, that how comes for me I can't see.
Okay, so we will sort that, but don't worry. So if you already have like a form, like I have only one form, deployed form, this market research, where is the form? Where is the tool? Let me see. Oh, this is my project, right? And if I click on it, the summary will tell me, okay, when of course, when you're creating the form, we will create, don't worry, we'll use the 1 hour to try and create that replicate that same form with you guys together. So I gave a description. There is an option when you're starting to build your form, you describe what this form is about. Maybe if it's a baseline about this, you give it a name. So I gave it based on what I was doing. This is a real live tool, guys. This is my real tool that I use. So I said, this is a survey that I'm conducting to understand the need and potential of this business in the Gulu City CBD as of October 2025 to enable me make business decisions. It's just a description. And then when you move down, it's gonna tell you what the status of this form is. It's telling me it's deployed because my form is tool. So I just have 47 questions. But you remember, if you saw on this, you have come to the end, but it doesn't even reach 47. You might be wondering, the tool says it has 47. Where are the 47? But some of them are hidden. When you like click yes or no, then other questions might come based on what you choose. So let's go back to where we are. So that gives you a summary of the questions in the form. And then who is the owner of the form? It's me, of course, me who edited. So you, when you do your form, it will show you there. When did I create this form? And when was it deployed? When did I actually say that now it's okay for me to start collecting data? I published it there. So I did everything on the same day. You remember the other option when you're creating your profile, where we said collect that you have either to select non-profit, what private sector. So this is what I chose. And then country is Uganda. So it gives you a summary of that. And it tells you at the very last end here, it tells you the number of submissions or number of respondents you've interviewed. I have not interviewed people on this form. Like, it looks like I've not done a survey, which is okay, but eventually when I started doing this work and moving around to do this, it felt very useless to have this form. So I was just having conversations with people and taking notes. So, but usually when you collect your data, it will tell you the total number of respondents or responses you've collected down here. And it also tells you the summary of what you've collected today, as like that very day. So this particular section is good, especially when you're like doing actual data collection. You can always just quickly come down here to check if for example, today this is the first day we are doing data collection. And I I have 10 data collectors who are supposed to go to the field, and we have a target of every enumerator collecting 10, administering 10 interviews. So I have 10 enumerators, and each of them are supposed to do 10 interviews. So overall, in total, how many interviews do I expect as of close of today?
100. 100.
So quickly, if I am in charge of this data collection, you can actually monitor this in real time. Maybe if the teams went in the morning, let's say by 9, because usually first days are a bit tricky. You want to make sure you're troubleshooting. Maybe they went to the field by 8:39. So by midday, if you told people they don't need to keep data and come and submit at the end of the day, they should submit in real time,